serving, and then like a completely open area that went into like the lobby. Oh, there's some scenery over here. Sort of hard to see. So the lobby was completely open. It's weird. And then we went in our room, and our room had a door with like an old-fashioned church key. I think they call it a church key, a skeleton key. It's over here. Wish I could set this up on the dash. And then when you went in the room, there was 2 huge doors on the one wall that were open into a little patio. No screens, just completely open. And then in the bathroom, there was a great big window in the shower that had a metal frame and glass. Almost reminded you of stained glass, only it wasn't colored. It had metalwork around it, and it had a lever that you pushed up and it opened like louvered windows. I don't know if you'll be able to appreciate how tall that. As soon as I bring the iPad over here, then there's stuff along the road and you can't see it, but there's a pretty big hill, mountain. It would be a mountain if you were walking up it. So back to the posada. So all around the bar they have plants. Can't think of the word I want. It's landscaped, sort of, with plants that I'm not sure what they were. They tried to tell me, but it was in Portuguese. It's kind of hard to figure it out. So after breakfast this morning, I went and sat in one of the chairs in the open area.
We're in Sao Paulo now.
We're in Sao Paulo now. Paraty is in the state of Rio. I'm going to say it the English way. Rio de Janeiro. So we're in Sao Paulo, and Ubatuba is in the state of Sao Paulo. The ocean is over there. I couldn't really get a good view of it. So after breakfast, I sat out in the plaza area that's like all open next to the bar where they have the food. And there was all these birds, and they had a hummingbird feeder, and this hummingbird was there, and it was there, and then I heard Rich come out in the lobby, and I said, come over here and see this hummingbird. And as soon as he came, the hummingbird left. And so he sat there for a while, and the hummingbird never came back. And he said, well, I'm going to go now, and then the hummingbird will come back. And he was right. As soon as he left, the hummingbird came back. There were some little birds around the hummingbird feeder that were also, looked like they were eating the nectar. And some of them looked like little teeny tiny finches or wrens. And some of them looked like that, only they had a long beak, long skinny. The ocean is over there somewhere, but I can't get a good shot of it from the way the camera is. Are we going to have some good views, or should I just turn it off?
One of these turns up here overlooks the ocean.
Dave says one of these turns up here overlooks the ocean, so I'm going to...
Are we going to talk about the multiple times per day room inspections?
Oh. David reminded me. So the first day we were there, we checked in and went to dinner. Where did we go?
Banana da Terra. Earth Banana.
Da Terra, which was a very good restaurant, Earth Banana. even smell banana right now, but it's the same way we smell banana. Da, D-A, terra, T-E-R-R-E. A?
T-E-R-R-A.
T-E-R-R-A. Oh, the ocean is over here, except all you can see is Dave. It's where the camera is mounted on this. So when we got in our rooms, we turned on the air conditioner. We shut because it was late afternoon, and we were going to be coming back after dinner. And we wanted the room to be cool. We didn't want bugs to come in. So we shut the doors, turned the air conditioning on, and left. And when we came back, we could see there was light on in the room, and we were like, did you turn the light on? Did you turn your light on? Both of our rooms. We had 2 separate rooms this first place. The rest of the time we're just going to have one room. Well, the next place is a house, a little house. And so we're all going to be together, but I think there's only one bedroom. There's some of those purple flowers up there. So we're like, did you leave the lights on? No, we didn't leave the lights on. So we opened the door and the lights are on and the air conditioner's turned off. So we're like, huh. Oh, over there's the ocean. You can't see it. So it seems like we went somewhere else now. We went shopping, right?
Yeah.
So we went back to our rooms, and then we just decided to go shopping. And same thing. We had the air conditioning on, and the lights turned off to keep the bugs away. And when we came back, the lights are on, and the air conditioning's turned off. So the whole time we were there was pretty much like that. But other than that, I think when we went down the street where it was called Posada Pontal Gardens, and when we first arrived and we went down the street, it looked really sketchy, and we're all like, oh boy, could there be a place down here that's not a dump? Oh, here's the ocean. Pretty picture with the fluffy clouds, sort of hazy mountains in the background. I don't know how well you can see. Down the road to when we first arrived, and we were a little worried. But inside, I think it was pretty nice. It seemed clean. The bed was clean. It was comfortable. There's just some like cultural things I think that you have to get used to. Not many carpets. They have a couple rugs. I haven't seen any place that had carpet. Most places it's like a cement or tile floor. And then they have some rugs, and it almost feels to me like going back to my childhood, the way people dress, things are sort of, some things are not as modern, but then other things are surprisingly modern. We didn't have any place that had a stove, but in Dave's apartment, we used his stove, and it's just a little tiny thing, but the burners, it's gas. I think most stoves here are gas. Yes, Dave? Dave says yes. It's a tiny little, it looks like a junky little stove, but the burners work very well, and it heated the water up surprisingly fast. But like, I don't know what it's called, but on the burners where the gas comes out, there's a lot of them. Like on my stove, I only have a couple, but on his, he has a lot. We saw one in an appliance store in downtown Paraty, and I think the price of it, now it's little, but it has 4 burners. Oh, and then it has, I think it's glass, like a cover that comes down over the burners, so when you're not using it, you can put it down over the burners and you can set stuff there. And when you are using it, it folds up and it acts as a splash shield, like a splatter guard. Pretty cool. I don't remember if I told you the price of it. So we saw one at an appliance store, and I think, Rich, do you remember, was it like $900? 900 hay ice.
I think it was eight something.
Close to 900 hay ice. Hay ice? Hay ice? Did I say that wrong?
That would be like 300.
So that would be like $300.
$60.
The oven didn't look too great. I don't know how the ovens work. What else? Oh, so pretty much in all of South America, according to Dave, in the bathrooms, including in the airport, but I didn't see any signs, and I didn't know. In all the bathrooms, there's this little garbage can next to the toilet, and they don't flush their toilet paper. You put it in the little garbage can, which is pretty shocking to an American. I guess the toilets can't support paper. Anybody else think of anything? The first day we got here, we
Found the worst beaches.
we found some pretty bad beaches in Paraty, right around the Posada, but apparently, the ocean is over here. Oh, I can't get a good shot of it. Oh, it's gone. Apparently, most of the good beaches in Paraty you have to get to by boat or helicopter. The first day we were in Brazil, we stayed overnight at Dave's apartment. We went to the grocery store.
Gold standard for comfort.
Gold standard for comfort at Dave's apartment. It was very comfortable. We had a memory foam mattress, brand new sheets, brand new pillows, luxury.
Included breakfast?
Included breakfast, yep. We had a beautiful fruit salad and some yogurt and some bread. Like bread is lots of places make fresh bread every day. Amazing breads. French press coffee. I had mate, which was very good. We shopped around at the grocery store a little bit. That's where it was like wide open. And that was pretty cool, and it really, really reminded me of being a little girl and shopping in the grocery store. The way the packages were, the way the people were dressed, a lot of the women had dresses on. The way the fruit was displayed, the refrigerator and freezer cases were not like the big modern ones we have in the U.S. Not open. I think most of them had like a little, they were on the ground like a chest, and they had like a glass door that comes down over the top. Yeah. That was sort of fun. We bought a bunch of fruit at the regular grocery store, and that's what we had for breakfast on
exotic fruit.
Exotic fruit on can't remember what day. Sunday morning. Right. We had passion fruit, which I can't think of the Portuguese.
Maracujá doce.
Maracujá doce. Maracujá. Oh, I'm hopeless. Maracujá. Yeah. And we had some melon. It was called orange melon. And we had